Ethereum, a lot of analysts are now very bullish, saying to 10,000 is the most asymmetric bet in crypto. 194% increase from its current levels. Okay, that could happen by next year, especially with all the spot ETFs. And today, even a new one, a dual Ethereum and Bitcoin ETF, the application has been submitted from Hashdex. That's kind of interesting. So pretty soon in the future, you're going to have ETFs not just based on one asset. You're going to have multiple assets. And eventually, maybe they can have others for like a meme ETF or a gaming ETF or whatever based on different crypto coins, right? That will happen in the future. But, in the meantime, Ethereum, just like Bitcoin, you're seeing the exchange reserves, right, go down and down and down. And there's also a head and shoulders pattern, well, at least the inverse one, that's happening right now as well. So when it's ready, it's going to start breaking above. This is actually versus Bitcoin. Right now, it's showing weakness because Bitcoin dominance is going up. But when Ethereum's ready and it starts moving up, and we know it can, just like in 2021, it's going to start moving up in a big way and gain on that Bitcoin dominance. A lot of Solana ETF news, right? We know that Ethereum ETFs are coming, but what about what's afterwards? Well, in Canada, you have 3IP that's going to file a Solana ETP. A ETP is not the same thing as ETF, but it's pretty close. So, I think that's coming. In the US, after we get some Ethereum spot ETFs, next is definitely going to be Solana ETFs. I know that's coming. So we'll see. It's starting to happen in Canada already. Canada is actually a leader of ETFs because they came out the Bitcoin ETF first. They have several of them actually in Canada. And then everyone else followed, right? So they're kind of the leaders when it comes to ETFs. Again, ETP is not the same thing as ETF, but it's still like basically a stock that's tracking the price of Solana. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. That could be pretty big. I don't know about the volume there in Canada, but still, it's coming. People are wanting this, waiting for this. So it's going to come. And speaking of Solana, I didn't know about this, but there is a Uber competitor called Teleport. That's basically the same thing as Uber, but it's built on top of Solana. So if you think Solana is only a chain of memes, it's not the case. Solana actually has a ton of really useful dApps that a lot of people use. I have no idea. I don't know how this is, but if you guys want to try it, go try it. Teleport. I don't know how many drivers are on there, but supposedly drivers earn more. Ubers pay a lot less. And there's on-chain rewards, and this is all done on-chain on Solana. So absolutely fantastic. And I saw this article too. Even Doge Bulls see 60 million liquidations, the biggest loss since 2021, right? So partly the reason why alts are not doing so well is because there are a lot of longs getting liquidated right now. I mean, this is the biggest liquidation for Doge. I mean, you can imagine who's leveraging Doge right now. Well, apparently a lot, because 60 million were just liquidated. So I do think some of this is, some of the alt weakness, not entirely, but some of it is due to that. We finally have an update on the super, AI play that is building, okay, this alliance called Artificial Super Intelligent Alliance. So Fetch AI, Ocean, and Singularity, they are merging. So what's going to happen is Ocean and Singularity, their tokens will merge temporarily into FET tokens. Okay. And this will, they have the conversion rate. And this will be coming July 1st. So in a couple weeks. So if you're holding on to Singularity or Ocean, they'll be converted to FET. And then afterwards, that's when the Fetch AI network will be upgraded to the ASI network. Okay. And then that's when they're going to do all the contracts and everything. But basically, once you have the FET token, it will convert to ASI in a 1-to-1 ratio. That's how it's going to work, right? So, but this phase 2, I don't know, the phase 2 starts, I don't know, like, it doesn't really say, right? It says timeline to be confirmed. So I know the conversion for this, okay, Singularity and Ocean will be converted to FET starting July 1st. And then the old Singularity and Ocean tokens will be delisted from the exchanges. So that's number one. That's coming in a couple weeks. But as for the conversion of Fetch to ASI, there's no time scale on this. So hopefully it's soon. I don't know. But I'm excited about this. This is the first time we have seen something like this happen before. Like, we very rarely do we see crypto projects merge, but now we're having like 3 major merges together, or 2 merges together into one big company, and it's in the AI space. So we'll see how it is. Injective has been doing one of the best performers of last year, and same with the first half of this, or the first quarter of this year. Then they became a little weaker, but they're coming back up. Okay, they're doing a lot of things too. They're getting involved with gaming as well. Okay, but not only that, 22,000 downloads on their SDK, which means that there are a lot of dApp builders that's coming on top of Injective. On-chain transactions continuing to be high and going upwards. So all great things. Injective 3 also increasing in burning, trying to make everything deflationary, right? So Injective is another one of those L1s that I think will do pretty well going forward, right? Again, they were one of the best performing chains in 2023, and they had a terrific first quarter of 2024. But when that mini altcoin season hits again, maybe in August, September, they could catch on fire once again too. That's it. One random meme news. Brett somehow have gone up so much it flipped Bonk. Bonk, I just don't know what's going on with Bonk. It just hit a wall. And I see them do a lot of advertisements and stuff and sponsorships everywhere, but it is not helping them. And someone like Brett, who has no sponsorships, nothing, is still continuing to rise up. Brett is on fire, and it is on base, in case you're wondering.